Hey everybody, you kind of got invited late to this throwing party here, but I've got a couple pieces going on the wheel that started out as what I was going to say, some sculptural lids. They could now turn into fountains or finials. They're a finish is what they are. So I'm going to try and incorporate water into the environment with these, maybe with a pump. Definitely there's going to be some more decoration. So just repetitive shape throwing, just a little smaller each time. So now I started at 25 pounds, I went to 20, then I went 20 again, and then I went to 15, and now I'm going to 10. So eventually I'm going to be at the top here where I'll just be working on a very small finished point, where the throwing space started large, it's gravitated and evolved into this very specific small space. All right, so I've just force dried this last section and I'm getting ready to do, it's still soft enough that I can make an impression with this roller wheel that I have here. We'll have to see how this goes. Okay, go to a different roller, this one. I need to expand my rollers. I only have these two. This one's made from an old bread rolling pin of some sort that was cut apart. And the other one's just bisque clay that I shaped and fired. Pretty ugly right now, but we'll get the other one on here.
You know, Dan, you should just stand in the middle, get both wheels going. That'd be a great picture.
Oh, that would be
Might kill you, but
a disaster. Starts to get harder to find center and throw once it gets up kind of in your face. So I'll have to get a little step here in a little while if I want to keep taking these up higher. This bottom section thinned out a little too much. Okay, forced. Throwing on the wheel, I'm just gonna, this last section's small enough, I can just kind of hand shape the section that I want to put on there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to roughly fit. Just got to get it opened up enough so I can get my fingers in there, and it certainly isn't perfect. A lot of times in the beginning stages, I just, instead of trying to really move my fingers around a lot, I just hold a position and let the clay run through, kind of like a jig. It just pre-shapes it. And as long as you have enough, as long as you don't catch, you know, the clay will conform to the shape that you tell it to go to. So a lot of throwing is about being steady and holding a position before you actually try and give it a pull. Like right now, that's all I'm trying to do is just get it under control, get it mostly centered, even the clay out that was very uneven before. And again, thick, because, and collaring is really important, because you can, that clay, you tell it what to do. And sometimes it follows your advice and other times it does not. All right, hi everybody. We're picking these two pieces back up that I was working on yesterday, and I've started to add handles to it to finish the process. So I got this one on yesterday at the end of the day, and I've done a cutout here on both pieces to add this next section of handles. So the plan is to then jump to here, and then maybe one more. So there's this progression of handles to finish the pots. So I've got these two handles kind of pre-made. This one's ready to attach, and then this one here just needs a little bit of surface work. Some people call these dog bones, but they're kind of hand-built handles. A lot of handles are pulled. Some people, you know, everybody comes up with their own way to do this. So, but these are pretty much ready now. So I just do a little bit of scoring. I've already scored and pre-sprayed water on these, so these are pretty much ready to go for attaching. So just kind of a wiggle and push. Same thing here. Wiggle and push. I don't always do this, but this is something that I started doing, like these handles here, in order to create a better attachment and to create this shadow effect. I go and to help attach it, I do these perforations. It kind of gives it a little bit different dimension, and it also helps kind of integrate the handles into the piece. I'm not really worried about, these don't have function other than aesthetics. So for me, that shadow and the pass-through is kind of an enhancement for the piece. All right, so then on to the next section, but we'll pick it up a little later. So thanks.